As YoItSJaKe's School Adventures Season 2 is just beginning, I've decided I wanted to make a recap video on all the episodes from back in Season 1, 10th grade through 11th grade, to kind of give you all a general idea of where we are kind of right now as the people we meet and the activities we've done. Episode 1 was in 10th grade when me and Jason were playing basketball with each other. We really had a nice time in that physical education class, and I actually proved to be a decent basketball player, as you see right there. Episode 2 was also in physical education, except Jason is absent, or seemingly absent from the shop. My physical education teacher of the year decided to play along, and it was actually hella fun. I did get a little upset when I managed to miss, but I did have fun nonetheless, and he eventually had to stop because he was doing other things. But this is probably one of the most memorable aspects of high school I will probably never forget, honestly. Episode 3 is about YoItSJake and his friends starting 11th grade and what it entails, as you'll see throughout the later half of the season. Sebastian is introduced into the series, and Amber as well, and all the background characters, I would say. Not really characters, but you know what I mean. Sebastian's enjoyable, Amber can be, I don't know, picky, but other than that, Sebastian was a great addition so far, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Episode 4 starts out at the end of U.S. history. We're all lining up to go to our science or whatever else we had, third block last year, and I tell you a little bit of like updates for the series and real life scenarios, just to give you all a general idea of where I'm at. The buds are connected together, continuing friendship, and Keenan is introduced in this episode. This episode really isn't that significant to the plot. Mr. C is introduced, and we have a little fitness fun with the fitness test. Anthony just gets his attempt at the arm stretching. I don't even know what the heck that's called. Well, the teacher kind of tackles it with him. I once again make some commentary, because this is a series, you have to be entertaining. Sebastian returns, and we're in a new location with a new friend, a new quote-unquote character by the name of Patty. We have some good talk. We're in the fitness room. This will be reoccurring throughout this season and continuing into the next season. This episode's kind of interesting because it's like half significant to the plot. It is something we have to complete through the school year and through the series as we're filming it. But physical education is not really a necessity for the series. It's just something to add on to. In episode 7, the reason why it's called Friendly Interactions is that this is one of those charming episodes where we have a lot of conversation, even in the early depths of YoItSJaKe's School Adventures, and it really proved to be very intriguing in the later half of the episode. This episode is actually, as far as I can tell, the first to have a shout-out in it, which proves that it will be reoccurring throughout the whole connection of the videos. Not just Season 1, but Season 2 may have much more of those, depending on the context. But yeah, not much stuff going on. We're in the fitness room, and Mr. C is fully introduced, as you can tell right here. He is actually talking, but you could go to the video to watch it yourself. This is the first time Keenan's having a bit of dialogue in the episode, so it's very significant for him, and it proves that we have had a great connection, even off camera, since 7th grade. Episode 8 is the first episode to have Keenan and Jason interacting with you guys, the viewers, in the same shot. So this is very interesting. We have a bit of fun in physical education, once again, but we're not in the fitness room. As you can see that Jason and Keenan showed their wallpapers, just something as a side again, keep looking for those in the videos, and we actually are playing Wii Sports with the bowling, something that we'll do especially later on in the episodes. Episode 9 is similar to Episode 4 in the way that it's just an update video, not really that major for the series, and it's not something I obviously have to do to complete the school year in the series. It's just something I want to update with you guys. It counts as an episode because we are in the school. This is the first time Sebastian is talking on the camera, per se, with myself. And Patty isn't here because I don't know if he was absent, but this is the A and B day physical education of 11th grade. I had everyday phys ed, and this physical education, we once again did the Wii Sports. Because it's something fun that we can all enjoy, Sebastian's really getting his character development right here. Once again, emphasis on the quotation of the character. Episode 11 follows the same idea, except this is basically tackling one moment. Mr. C is absent here because he's replaced by someone else who will remain unnamed for the sake of privacy. In short, we discovered something very funny in this episode about Wii Sports, so that's basically the big idea, which will be significant and present later in the video. Sebastian's jovial and cautious personality is really the core of his character, at least where we stand in Season 1 so far. At this point, we're now in the final 2 episodes, so this is really a time of sincere connection between the characters. Oh yeah. This is especially proven in the final episode of this season, as I subconsciously decided to have it outside, although that I know the shot will be perfect for the ending. But basically, yeah, it makes sense to have the last 2 episodes have a deep and sincere connection between characters. Well, here it is. The finale to Season 1. It's actually great that I briefly mentioned the topic of connection between characters and even friends, because we have a lot of that at the end of this series, especially the last, 3 episodes, so that's very nice. Patty tells us a little bit about how, he's talking about Spider-Man with Sebastian, and that's mainly the topic of the video, and it proves that with minor understanding, you could actually turn that into a great kind of profession, if you will. So that's kind of the lesson of the video, I suppose. Using the power of implied communication, anything can be discovered, which is what makes this series great for its uniqueness, just different traits that you would see from my normal videos. A few guys will start to degrade in the Season 2, because I don't really have classes with them anymore, unfortunately, but still look out for very precise things. So where are we now? Well, Season 2 just got released, and I already have 9 episodes. There are a couple deleted videos which were kind of scrapped from the series, but other than that, it's mostly the same thing, trying to get through the demands of high school with my comrades as we're quote-unquote characterized. And I thank you all for watching this video. Go and watch Season 2, or perhaps have a little bit of nostalgia for Season 1. There's 1 or 2 things that I forgot to mention within the last clip. While Season 1 is a get to know you, kind of discover what we have to deal with in high school sort of thing, Season 2, conspicuously, you would have gotten the idea, but there are some new faces and returning ones with different topics, and they're completely original, so that's awesome. Can't really say much about Season 2, other than the fact that it's just started and we have a little to go off of what it's about, because I forgot most of the episodes. Since 12th grade is the most appropriate for where I stand with the series to have it at Season 2, I've decided that I'm going to end this series as a whole once graduation hits or around it, as kind of requested by myself and thought of by other relatives. Please support the videos of the series as much as humanly possible, because I am trying to make this as one of the memorable series I ever had.